Today on ZZZ Made Easy, we're simplifying the kit of Norma. This is a shortened version of my full how to play guide. Norma is an S-rank fire stunner who wants to build crit rate. Above 50%, Norma converts excess crit rate into bonus crit damage and daze for her main moves. Norma's personal damage is one of her main perks, so much so that she even converts sheer force into bonus attack if you use her on a rupture team. Norma's main move is her hold basic attack, Hat Trick. Hat Trick triggers a backwards quick assist with only a 5-second cooldown. For her unique resource, Norma passively gains up to 100% preheated chamber points. When she uses Hat Trick or swaps off field, Norma's hat will stay on field and store preheated chamber for her. When Norma swaps back in, she needs to collect her hat to gain these stored points. Norma can hold basic attack to recall her top hat. If the top hat restores 80% preheated chamber, it automatically returns to Norma as well. When you have 80% preheated chamber, the next Hat Trick quick assist will become a Hat Trick chain attack. To summarize, Norma and her top hat will gain preheated chamber over time. If you use the hold basic Hat Trick, Norma can trigger a backwards quick assist. With 80% preheated chamber, Hat Trick will instead grant a chain attack. Norma's other main perks require you to use her EX special. With 40 energy, Norma uses a turret to fire at the enemy and she will gain 16% preheated chamber. For the next 32 seconds, Norma enters the Barrage state, where she summons turrets to fire at the enemy. These turrets are a major source of Norma's damage and daze buildup. If you have more than 40 energy, Norma can hold EX special to extend the Barrage state's duration. This will also grant more preheated chamber. When Norma's team stuns an enemy or she uses the Hat Trick chain attack, the turrets will become enhanced for 8 seconds. They're going to fire faster and shoot missiles at the same time. This enhanced state counts as Norma's second EX special, Explosive Experiment. For her additional ability, Norma needs an attack or rupture agent or an agent from the same faction. Norma, her hat, and her turrets will apply Tech Divide stacks to the enemy. This increases their stun damage multiplier up to 30% and extends their stun duration by 2 seconds. In addition, while Barrage state is active, Norma gains 870 attack if she's level 60. Her team will also get a 20% damage boost. Basically, Norma's addition ability has all her team damage buffs, so you want to activate it for sure. For Norma's general game plan, use her EX special at the start of battle. This will summon the turrets to butt up daze from off-field and activate Norma's team damage buffs. Norma can swap back in with her stronger defensive assist. While she's doing the assist follow-up or any move in general, you can hold basic attack to recall Norma's hat to her. Keep holding to do Hat Trick after for a backwards quick assist or chain attack to go back to your damage dealer. Before you swap out, you can also use Norma's tap or hold EX special to refresh Barrage state and gain preheated chamber. When available, Norma's ultimate grants a large 30% preheated chamber on its own while dealing good daze buildup. Choosing when to use the Hat Trick chain attacks will depend on which damage dealer you pair with Norma, as well as the enemy you're fighting. If you have ultimate and lots of energy, Norma could use one chain attack outside the stun phase, then recover enough preheated chamber for another chain attack during the stun phase as well. It all depends on how fast you get to the next stun and if you have lots of decibels and energy. For builds, Norma wants as much crit rate as she can get, as well as some energy regen. Norma's signature, Chief Sidekick, grants 24% crit rate, 30 impact, and 15% fire red shred. When off-field, you get 0.4 energy regen per second. Using EX specials will grant 12.5% damage for your team, up to 2 times. Chief Sidekick has a little bit of everything. The enhanced turret state counts as a second EX special, so Norma can get her 2 stacks of the damage buff. For other S ranks, you could use downline or trigger signatures for crit rate. Later's Blazing Laurel is an option for extra crit damage and impact. Hellfire Gears is a fine energy regen alternative since Norma will be off-field. Now for A ranks, the Craftable Steam Oven is the one energy regen option. Precious Fossilized Core might be able to get an extra stun phase. Since Norma's personal damage is alright, she can use the Event Devi Engine Simmering Pot, just be sure to use her assist follow-ups. For Drive Disc main stats, Norma wants Crit Rate Petition 4, with Petition 5 being your choice of fire damage, percent attack, or pin ratio. For Petition 6, Energy Regen is the safe all-around pick, but you can try Impact or percent attack if you have an Energy Regen W engine. For 4-piece sets, Norma can easily trigger King of the Summit's crit damage buff. For 2-piece sets, typically you'll want Woodpecker Electro for more crit rate. If you have great crit rate substats though, then you can also use 2-piece Energy Regen sets. For teams, Norma will work with just about any attack or rupture agent, she just needs to be placed after them in the team order. Unfortunately, Norma's not good with Pawnee and Who because they both need to backwards quick assist into your rupture agent. If you do not have Lucia, rupture teams can use an attack buffer, or you could try double stunners. Since Norma's own damage contributions are decent, she ideally wants team buffers. Lucia covers sheer force, and for attack buffs you can use Zhao, Suna, or Lucy. Rena or Nicole also work for lowering enemy defense. As for Astra, she buffs attack, and her ultimates grant extra chain attacks, so we're just gonna go all in on bonus chain attack chances. Since Norma stuns from off field, your DPS can generally be anyone, but she will benefit agents with strong chain attack moves, or agents who can get something out of doing their chain attacks. For some examples, Evelyn has strong chain attacks, while Soldier 11 enhances her next 5th basic after a chain attack. Starlight Billy gains bonus determination for his hold basic move, and Cecilia gains 3 corrode bone, which are her main damage source. Monato can get remnant flame stacks to help heal HP, and the list goes on and on. One of the best users of Norma is Pyrovis, who is a free agent everyone can get. They have a strong chain attack move, and gain bonus decibels by doing them, so you should be able to cast 2 ultimates per stun phase very comfortably. In version 3.1, Sigrid will be releasing as an ice attack agent, potentially another fine ally for Norma. Overall, Norma is a good generalist stunner for attack and rupture teams thanks to her team buffs and off-field turrets. If your DPS utilizes chain attacks, she's even better, but Norma works well with many agents regardless. If you want a more in-depth look at Norma, check out the full how to play guide. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.